Hey everybody, my name is Jason Hammond, and I'm 34 years old. I was born with a genetic disability called Friedreich's Ataxia, or FA for short. FA is a progressive disease that affects the nervous system. It also causes a variety of symptoms ranging from incoordination, hearing loss, vision loss, and speech difficulties. It does not affect anyone's intelligence, but it does cause a shorter lifespan. And in me, I have heart disease. I was diagnosed in 2008 with supraventricular tachycardia and an arrhythmia, irregular heartbeat, and I take medicine every day for the rest of my life, and it keeps everything in check. My first memorable symptoms of FA are when I was in high school. I would walk to school with my friends, and no matter what I did or how hard I tried, I always managed to walk to one side or the other. And I either walk into them or walk off the sidewalk completely into a bush or, a puddle, a car, you name it, I walked into it. And anyway, that incoordination followed me into high school, and I was harassed, I was teased, I was ridiculed, and I pretty much didn't even go to high school my whole senior year. I ended up getting a bunch of classes that were vocational. They taught me things off campus. That way I didn't have to deal with all the people staring at me and laughing at me. But I was lucky to graduate, like I said. So, after I graduated, my uncle noticed that I had balance issues and that I couldn't walk a straight line or carry a cup of coffee across the room without spilling half the thing. So he convinced me to go in and get checked out to find out what was wrong with me. So I did. And the first doctor I saw was a general practitioner at Kaiser Hospital in Hayward, California. And he looked at me and did a bunch of tests, and one of the tests he did was reflex test. And he ended up pulling out his tongue to press her and scratched in the bottom of my foot. Well, my feet are very sensitive, and I guess that's a common thing with people with FA. I don't know. I've heard other people complaining about it, so I don't know one way or the other. But the point is, I ended up kicking him right in the face, and he looks at me, sits down, looks at me square in the face, and says, "Man, you're weird." I said, "Dude, I want a second opinion." So he did. He got me an appointment with a neurologist there at Kaiser, and the neurologist is what performed a series of tests. I felt like a guinea pig. I mean, I had millions of blood tests, genetic tests, MRIs, CAT scans, the whole shebang, and they could not find out what was wrong with me. And eventually, a year later, they diagnosed me with Friedreich's Ataxia in 1996. I was 19 years old at the time. Currently, I am divorced, and I am a single father of an awesome 10-year-old boy. I can't work anymore, I don't drive, and I'm in a wheelchair pretty much my whole life. I could still walk short distances, but mainly it's in the kitchen or in the bathroom. I stand up most of the time in one spot, to cook or do a load of laundry or reach something on the top shelf. But like I said, I do everything for myself anyway. I live all alone, for about 10 years or so. I obviously can't go grocery shopping by myself, so I am dependent on a grocery delivery service to bring my groceries, and that's totally awesome, you know. I highly recommend that if you have FA or Ataxia in general, and you need to go get groceries, and you have access to Safeway.com, order it. It saved my ass so many times. But like I said, I do everything for myself, all my chores and everything. I just take a little while longer to do what I have to do, but I still manage to get everything done. But there's really not much more to say. I mean, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you know. But pretty much how FA has affected my life. It's affected my life so much, and I've had to adapt so much to it that I don't remember what it was like to be normal. It's really taken a lot from me, and I just keep my fingers crossed. Every day I wake up, you know, go on the internet, and I go to my support group, and I just hope there's a cure there, but there never is. And they're working on something, so hopefully it works out for me. And that's my story. Have fun with that.